From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. On this episode,
Emil Ekiyor joins us again to update us on the Indy Biz Pass and what's coming up this year.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com.
Welcome again to Business, Equity, and Opportunities. As we start a new year, we want to revisit one of our longest-serving contributors, and certainly one of our best. This is Emil Ekiyor from BE&O Power. Thank you for being with us. Welcome to 2025.
Welcome to 2025.
Are you excited about launching into a new season?
Super excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
All right, so BE&O Power, and if you don't know the work that Emil and his team have been doing, let's start there and then get to a project that I know you're extremely excited about. When people hear BE&O Power, what do you want them to think? How do you want them to connect?
We want them to think of just how do you connect to resources. So what we say is we identify opportunity and we try to create access, right? And we think there's so much opportunity in Central Indiana. We think the next 10 years in our region is going to be unbelievable. And we want to create access to make sure everybody has a chance to get in the game.
You've got something that's going to work all year round called Indy Biz Pass. What is it?
So as we looked, the last 4 years has been amazing. We've seen so much activity in Central Indiana around the business environment for minorities. I think our leaders, our state recognizes that to be a competitive state and to be a state that people want to be in, we have to make sure everybody is getting in the game. And the last 4 years, we've seen so much activity, so many resources pumped into trying to create this business environment that allows all Hoosiers to participate. But what we didn't do is we didn't say, okay, what is our long-term goal, right? What are the metrics that we want to measure along the way? And how do we do that, right? So today, we think going forward, after 4 years of unbelievable activity, the most important thing for us in the region now is to say, okay, where do we want to be in 10 years, right? How do we make sure that we are connecting people to opportunity? Lily's is building a multi-billion-dollar facility in Lebanon. Corteva is building a multi-billion-dollar facility. IU Health is building a multi-billion-dollar facility. How do we make sure that we're planning and people understand that all of these opportunities have been created for everyone?
What is Indy Biz Pass? How does that play out?
So in the Biz Pass, what we've been doing is trying to understand what are all the resources available in Central Indiana for minority businesses or for businesses as a whole. So we took all of those resources and created, for lack of better terms, a directory that connects the business owner to this resource. But what we also saw were the startup, the tech-enabled startup and the resources they need, totally different from the small business that is a neighborhood business that started.
Sure.
But too many times we've had those businesses all together in one space. So we wanted to say, what does this business need that's a neighborhood business starting, just getting started, a solopreneur? And then what does the tech startup need? And how do we make sure that they have access to those resources and not putting everything together in one size fit all? So we've been able to separate that. We've created access. So when we look at the available resources, we also are able to collect intelligence to say where are the gaps. So one of the things we saw were businesses needed access to space. A lot of our businesses were spending money on rent. The cost of rent today in the city is high. So how do we help these new businesses have access to co-working spaces so they can save money on rent and reinvest back in their business? So today we have about 300 businesses that are taking advantage of that opportunity. That came about from a gap that we saw in the ecosystem. So when you collect all of these resources, you're able to get information that you weren't able to get before. And it's not BE&O Power's duty to fill those gaps, but what we do is we pass the information on, and then the funders can fill those gaps with funding. So we inform funding a lot better. We're moving everything towards one direction. We're trying to gather people together to have a goal and a destination. But we think those are all opportunities today for our region. And if we miss that today, we'll look back 10 years from now and say what happened.
Because now's the moment. Now is when the plans are hitting the road and actually happening.
And we need to leverage this moment to create energy on the ground.
You know, it's interesting. You have taken something from an idea and built it into something. And I've watched it happen to where people who might not have listened to you 4 years ago are now coming to you because this idea has become something strong. It would seem that your journey could be an object lesson for somebody who's at that very beginning and saying, I'm a marginalized community, they're never going to listen to me.
Exactly. But we're also beneficiaries from the resources and ecosystem. This idea we had to create energy, we needed something like the Business Equity and Opportunity Show. That didn't exist before in our city, right? You needed a partner that was going to help articulate the opportunity to the community and create energy. So we're beneficiaries of what has happened in Indy in the last 4 years that didn't exist before. So taking advantage of all of these resources. So InnoPower is a great example because we did take advantage of the resources because we partnered with Wish TV and the BE&O show. And we want others to do the same. So again, the timing is now. If the BE&O show didn't exist, then most likely we wouldn't have created the energy we've created over the years, right? The BE&O show came into the environment at the right time because Wish TV saw the opportunity to build this environment in Central Indiana, and because of that, the BE&O show is successful. So I think we all see these opportunities, but it works best when we can all figure out how do we work together to build the environment we want.
Yeah, the more legs on the table, the stronger it stands.
Amen.
So how does somebody plug into it? They get to it through InnoPower, or how's that work?
Well, so we have info@indybizpass.com.
Okay. And we'll put that through BEOshow.com.
Yes. And we have ecosystem managers. So our ecosystem managers live in the virtual ecosystem. They onboard organizations that have resources. They help the organization make sure we're sharing those resources to business owners in real time. So go to info@indybizpass.com. You can set an appointment. You can visit the indybizpass.com website and set an appointment there. And obviously we'll partner with Wish TV and BE&O show to get this information out to the community as well.
As we say, scan the QR code on your screen that comes up throughout the hour. That'll get you to BEOshow.com. That'll get you to Emil's efforts. Thank you for today. Thank you for all the times in the year ahead that we're going to trouble you for more of your time and expertise.
No, thank you so much for all you do.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Appreciate your professionalism and expertise in our community.
Professionalism, we're working on it. That's Emil Ekiyor from InnoPower and Indy Biz Pass.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunity Show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at BEOshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.